Hey there guys, how's it going? Dexstar here, and today we are talking about a 3-3-3-3-2-2 rock groove. I sound like Siri. It's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, we have a 3-3-3-3-3-2-2. Who came up with this name? This is the stupidest name ever. So I came up with this a few days ago. I thought it was a good idea, and now I'm starting to regret it. But anyway, we're here anyway. So who names this stuff? Right, so here's what's going to be going on. We've got kind of two rhythms going on at the same time here. You can see in the sheet music, we've got hi-hat ticking away quarter notes the whole way through this little pattern just here. So we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to be playing eighth notes between the snare and the bass drum, which is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so twice the speed of the hi-hat just here. But the interesting thing that's going on is we're playing snare, kick, kick, which is going to be a group of 3, which is going to be kind of overlapping this hi-hat in some interesting ways. So first of all, it creates a really interesting groove, which is cool to get into, but also we're getting into some kind of different groupings, which can really kind of spice what you're playing and make it sound a lot less vanilla and much more interesting. So the pattern without the right hand is going to be snare, kick, kick, and we've just got 4 groups of 3 there. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 4 groups of 3. And then to round it off and finish it off, we're going to play 2 groups of 2, snare, kick, snare, kick. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now straight away, if you're trying to do that, you'll probably find this weird kind of interference within your kind of mind between the left hand and the right foot. So because we're coordinating this pattern, left hand and right foot, and those two limbs don't often talk to each other in terms of trying to do these kind of interlaced patterns. So really good for your independence, trying to get your left hand and your right foot just communicating, because you know the more two people communicate, the better they are at communicating and they understand each other better. Same thing for drums. If you get 2 limbs that communicate in this kind of way, you're going to be better at controlling them and being able to do more complex patterns. So it's good for that. So try and just get that down first and try not to lose count. That's where it's tricky. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then see if you can just keep on repeating it and not lose track of where you are. That's the trickiest thing. So, and then it's just about trying to coordinate it with the right hand playing straight quarter notes. Now to make it super easy, you could just go snare drum and hi-hat together and go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a lot of rock drummers will do that. They'll put the right hand on a crash. Got my rock drummer face on. So they'll do that kind of thing a lot, and that can sound cool. So go into that if you want to. But the point of this exercise is just to push your independence a little bit further. This is where a lot of people switch off the video. But I want you guys to go even further than that and be able to play straight quarter notes, not following this other pattern. So we're trying to coordinate it and build that independence. So what we're going to do, again, the thing to do with this is just follow the notation with your eyes and try and line up where that hi-hat falls. So the first bit, I'm going to think of it in the groups of 3. You're going to be playing snare, kick, kick, but you've got hi-hat on the first note and the third note. So you've got 1, 2, 3. So with the snare drum and then with the last kick. 1, 2, 3. And then your second group of you've got the snare drum, the bass drum and the hi-hat, followed by the next bass drum. So you can see things are overlapping in some strange ways. So again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So just trying to line up what we're doing, take it 1 note at a time. It's not going to sound musical yet. The music will come later. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then into, you can see the bit I put in green here, you've got another group of 3, but the right hand is with the first and the third note again. So it's overlapped and it's resolved again. So hi-hat and snare, kick, kick and hi-hat. And then the yellow one here, you can see we've got snare on its own, followed by hi-hat with the second beat. So there is a pattern to it, you've just got to work on it and find it. So again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then that's the end of the 3s. So as you can see, there's 2 hi-hats with the first group of 3, then 1 hi-hat with the second group, and then that just repeats. And then the final bit is dead easy. Snare drum and hi-hat, kick on its own. Snare drum and hi-hat, kick on its own. 1, 2, 1, 2. Put them all together, and you get this nice, this nice kind of, what's the word? This kind of foundational thing that the audience is able to latch onto whilst you're going for these odd groupings. So no one feels lost. If you're doing this, and the hi-hat and the snare, they're all changing, you can get lost within, where you are with the bar. But with this, you've got a nice steady hi-hat. So you can see it just, it's actually it's a lot more relaxing to listen to. Harder to play, but more relaxing to listen to. And that's the important thing, because those people are going to enjoy your gig. They'll still be able to dance along. They'll buy tickets to your next show. So anyway, moving on. So all it is now is just a case of putting it together and trying not to speed up. So when I've taught this to people before, they'll have like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's all disjointed. So as soon as you can, start trying to make it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 2 ways you can count it as well. You can count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, which is what I've written up there. But the traditional way would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, which is the traditional way. But you can see we're trying to count in like 2s, 1 and 2 and 3 and, but we're playing 3s underneath that. So within your brain, you've got another kind of weird polyrhythmic thing happening, which can be kind of gross in your brain, but is going to stretch you as a drummer, and it just gives you so much more control over this instrument. So let's try that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Now I've gone wrong already. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm just making up syllables now. But you can see it stretches you that bit more for you guys that want an extra little challenge. So anyway, right, we're going to put it into a bit of a solo now. So you can do it on there. Another great place to do it is on the bell. You just got that ting, 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 ting the whole way through the groove, and that sounds pretty cool as well. So I'm just going to demonstrate it in a few ways, showing you what else you could do with this. And of course, once you've done it, then mix it with normal grooves, so you're able to access this, get into it, and get back out of it nice and comfortably. So anyway, here we go. See what happens. Oh, by the way, please remember to subscribe if you're new, and check out the members-only content. You become a YouTube channel member, and you get access to all the good stuff. You get these little badges when like you join in live streams, and it's all within YouTube. You don't have to go to an external website, and you get all of this kind of exclusive content, and there's a whole bunch of stuff there. So go check that out if you're interested. Anyway. And there you have it. So you can see some awesome stuff. You can imagine that on some like proper epic rock tracks. So just a couple of ideas for you guys there. Again, take it, make it your own, see what you can do with it, and just explore, be creative, and most of all, have fun. So again, please subscribe if you're new, and check out the YouTube channel membership if you'd like to get into all the super juicy good stuff. So there's some cool things on that. Anyway, see you guys later.